Want to bring dynamic sound to your table? Download Tabletone Audio today. Tabletone is an app that allows GMs to control the atmosphere and audio of their games with a single press of a button. With a constantly growing audio library, Tabletone is 100% AI-free. And you can use code TONE30 to get 30% off your first 3 months. Try Tabletone Audio for free today.
You don't need AI agents, which may sound weird coming from ServiceNow, the leader in AI agents. The truth is, AI agents need you. Sure, they'll process, predict, even get work done autonomously. But they don't dream, read a room, rally a team, and they certainly don't have shower thoughts, pivotal hallway chats, or big ideas. People do. And people, when given the best AI platform, they're freed up to do the fulfilling work they want to do. To see how ServiceNow puts AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Will Roll, the queerest Pathfinder podcast on the planet, where we ask the hard questions like, God, the fuck was that?
Well, Derry, what the fuck was that?
I think there was a sorcerer.
There was a sorcerer.
I also think that was a sorcerer.
Welcome everyone to the retrospective for Abomination Vaults. Holy shit.
I'll kill you.
What did I do? No, I'll kill you actually, asshole. What was all that?
What do you mean? What did I do?
You made me super emotional.
I didn't do anything.
You all did something that was break my heart and make me smile.
None of us did anything. Don't worry about it.
I didn't even do anything sad. Don't get mad at me.
Actually, you know what? Fiore was a very sunny boy all day. And Ulrich, you know what? You didn't make me sad either. You're on tonight,
but I did hear some of your reactions.
Yeah.
Some of the things
me
that
gasping and wailing sometimes during the scene with Silk and Ulrich at the start.
Mm-hmm. Lol.
Welcome everyone. God, I never even really know where to go with these at the start. It's so weird. It has not set in that it's over yet. It feels like, yep, next week we're going back in. All good.
We're not.
That's the story. That's Abomination Vaults.
That's it. We're done.
This one hits hard because I don't know. I think because we did so much roleplay specifically.
Yeah.
Because like with Ruby Phoenix or like for example Kingmaker or stuff, those adventures, there was a lot of combat in them, and like not that we didn't like get attached. We did. We got very attached to them. But I think because Abomination Vaults was so much roleplay specifically, which is crazy because it's an adventure path famous for not having all that much roleplay in it usually. I think it hit harder, and it hit us a little, it wounds,
It wounds.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a retrospective on Abomination Vaults as a whole, go over some moments and stuff from it, like, give an insight into where things came from. Peel back the curtains so it was. And at the end, we'll be announcing campaign 5.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we have another one that we have to work on eventually. But for now, let's just wallow here in the fog fen, shall we?
Yeah.
Wallow for a little bit. Quite a while, actually.
First off, I'm going to say, because you told me to bring this up, Ritz.
Oh, yes.
I'm so glad that Rain got a girlfriend. That's and she moved in with her.
I'm so glad too, because you know what? You know who's even more glad? Silk fucking Witchhelm, because he tells Sinemi that he will be designing both of their wedding dresses. and they don't have a choice.
Oh my god.
That's really good, actually. Sorry.
I like the idea of you telling this to Tsunemi way before Tsunemi's even realized that that's an option.
Yeah, Tsunemi would go, huh, what? What? But Rin, oh, Silk, that's so nice. Thank you so much.
No. He doesn't tell Ren. He tells Tsunemi because they kiki often. And Tsunemi is over at Silk's house and they're having tea. And all of a sudden, after Tsunemi has like talked about being with Ren, Silk is just like, oh, by the way, do you prefer a cold or a warm white for your wedding dress? I'll be designing it, by the way.
She hits back like a week later with like, by the way, I just want to know, like, if you need like any special medals for the ring for Ulrich, let me know so I can go find it.
Oh, of course.
She's mad it didn't work.
It never works because Silk thinks about marrying Ulrich all the fucking time. Don't even worry. He's not ashamed of it.
Like, Tsunemi picked the wrong target.
Yeah. If Tsunemi wanted to embarrass one of them, pick the one with shame.
Pick the one that has a shyness streak.
Yo,
That's really good. Oh, man. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go through it floor by floor and kind of like figure out, you know, what we want to talk about. We also have some questions to answer. We had a few submissions.
Yeah. By the way, Silk one day asks Fiora to be his best man.
Should I kill you with a gun or a rock?
Yes, you should.
Please
both.
pick. Obviously,
A gun that shoots rocks.
Yeah. Okay. You may continue.
That's a gun.
So let's start at the very start. When we picked Abomination Vaults. Because that was really great. We picked that when I first came to America for the first time.
Yeah.
And it was in the back of Ritz's car because Ritz is the only one who can drive. So we treat the poor bastard like a taxi, and I feel guilty forever.
Group of 4 gay people.
It's America.
Went
One
out
of them can
for-
drive.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's simply how it is.
Yep.
And I know, well, KK's learning, I'm pretty sure.
Crying.
It's okay, girl, I don't mind. I can take a bus.
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. But Ruby, it's really funny because the adventures because I came to you guys with pitches for adventures.
Yeah.
And I had come to you with pitches for 3 adventures, and those adventures were Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Yep.
Still love that one.
Very cool one. I would love to run it one day. Gatewalkers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Abomination Vaults. And I'll be honest, this is so funny. I don't think I've ever actually told you guys. I threw Abomination Vaults in as a tro pick, as it were. I did not think you guys would be. I did not think you guys would be interested in Abomination Vaults, but I'm autistic and I needed it to be tree because the rule of tree sounded cooler.
Fire.
Right.
So I put in 2 adventure paths. I was like, I think these 2 will really speak to them, and 1 adventure path that maybe they'll like it. I don't know. And I was almost so certain that you guys would pick Outlaws of Alkenstar. I had already started looking up music.
Oh, man.
Wait, no, you talked to me about.
When I was explaining what Abomination Vaults was, and I was like, oh, it's a mega dungeon. You go in and there's like an ancient mystery to solve. Ritz, your ears pricked.
Yeah, I was horny for it immediately.
Yeah, immediately you were like, guys, I really want to do Abomination Vaults. That sounds so awesome.
Well,
and
because do you want to know why?
I have a feeling I know why, but hit me.
I think I've told you exactly why, but because when you described it, I immediately in my head had the perfect vision of Silk. Like,
Yes.
visually,
That's crazy.
he never changed in my mind from that instant. It like his personality, what I wanted to do with him developed later, and of course the gun thing developed later, like we said. But immediately, I had the perfect vision of Silk Witchhelm walking down a dungeon corridor with his curly hair bouncing behind him, and deep blue robes swishing in the non-existent breeze. And that was why I was so immediately attached to it, because I have never had such a strong vision so immediately for a campaign.
Yeah. And I remember you saying very early on you want to play Silk. And, you know, I'm wondering how much I should say here. I No, I'm wondering how much I can say legally on the podcast.
Legally.
Legally.
What?
Without.
Talking about.
I had actually encountered Silk one time before.
Oh my god.
Can we say this? Can we say this? It'd be really fucking funny.
Yes, you're allowed to say this.
Okay, cool. Puritans at home, close your ears.
Puritans. I don't think a single dice roll visitor is like that.
The one time I had encountered Silk before was when we had written a erotic /fic between Silk and Sildare Enioaks, who you may remember as being one of the NPCs from Kingmaker and one of my only PCs.
Can we talk about character origins later, please?
Yeah, sure. That's something I really want to actually talk about now. So that's a good.
Now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Talk about Silk's origins.
I have so much about Silk. Silk is a character. I've said before, Silk is the first D&D TTRPG character I've made, and I made him to be in a D&D universe. And so he is. I made him when I was 15. So he is a 10-year-old OC.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
he's
fairly
old.
certain I remember you drawing him in a sketchbook. At least, because we went to the same high school, so I remember this.
I'm pretty sure I showed him to you, a few times.
Yeah, I remember. The thing is I remember his original design. I remember when you showed it again. I was like, oh yes, I've seen this.
He used to have short hair.
Sickening! How dare you?
I know. He used to have short strawberry hair, a very light pink, and he was still very blue. But he always was a little tanned. But I made that character, and I just never got to use him. I tried one time to. There's been a lot of Silk redesigns over the years, and I'll maybe make a post about that because I did the same with Woolio, even though he was not as old at all.
That would be a cute Patreon post.
I will make one because there's been many, and I've only been embarrassed with one, so I won't show that one. But
Fire.
I think I made him into a fae next, but still a wizard.
Mm-hmm. I remember this. I think this is the one I was most familiar with.
I think it was between that one and the next one that I was I want to roleplay with this with you. And after that was in an RP server that I did not use after I made him. And
Many such cases.
After that is when I got the more modern idea of Silk, one that lived in a big city and that was a bit of a fucking sugar baby. And by a bit I mean a lot. When I changed that about him, he was a serial sugar baby, and he was still very into fashion. He's always been into looking good and being in fashion.
Looked nervously at Egonis.
No, it was not like that. I'm sure there were rumors, but it was not like that at all. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know if it was Absalom. I think I just had it as a really big city that he lived in by himself in a little apartment. I gave him black hair at some point. Because that's at one point I connected him to Facero, and they were going to be siblings. They used to be full siblings, but I made Silk a full elf, but I kept Facero a half elf so that they would be a lot different. And also, I just couldn't imagine Silk as anything else but a full elf. So for a while, he had short black hair, and he was very, very pale. That's the one that I'm embarrassed about. After that, I think I only redesigned him one more time before the final, where I had that fucking God-sent vision of him, where he went back to being a strawberry blonde with little blonde streaks through that light pink hair. I think it got a little bit longer, but was still much shorter than what it is now. And he was purple and blue. And then finally, for a while I just didn't think about it at all. Wait, that's not true, because in an older campaign, a home one that we have with a few other friends, I had a character who had Silk in his backstory.
Oh my god. Yeah.
One day Puritans, avert thine ears.
This one's less explicit.
This one is less explicit. I mean, yeah. But in the backstory of one of my characters, I made it a joke that a wizard stole his virginity, and that wizard was Silk.
To make it even funnier, that character was a party mate to Tarask Bladra, who you may remember from Dark Archives.
Oh.
Yes.
Really
his name was Cecil, and he was a paladin turned ranger. He was a paladin of Abadar turned ranger.
He was a cowboy, baby.
He was a cowboy, baby. He was from Andoran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love that guy.
I love Cecil. He had a thick southern accent. But wait, I think he was in Icar's backstory too, a little bit in the same way, wasn't he?
I think it was something like that as well. I think you did like a similar joke where, oh yeah, a wizard. I think it was more explicitly a wizard stole my virginity in Cecil's backstory.
Oh yeah,
but you had also, I think you had said that Icar and Silk had been with each other. Timeline-wise, I don't know how that works now.
I'm gonna say, quite honestly, that's probably redacted with how not redacted, but retconned with how the timeline is now.
Yeah.
But do know that he did get the fuck around in college.
And then he settled down.
Which is not something I expected at all.
Wild.
Out of Silk fucking Witch Helm. You, Luna, you made Ulrich. And immediately I wanted to sink my fucking fangs. It was my goal.
The funny thing is,
very beginning, when you said you were going to make a shy character, I knew how Silk was, and I immediately decided I am going to relentlessly hit on Luna's character.
Because the thing is, when we were in Ritz's car, driving down the fucking freeway, Ritz, I specifically remember, Ritz, you turned to me, and then you looked at me and said, "Ship characters." We held hands over it, bro.
We did.
So I was like, because I knew that option was open. So I was like, you know what? It's a possibility. So let's see what I can do with this character. And I knew I wanted this character to be really shy. Ulrich was. I struggled with him a little bit, but I'll get to that when it's my turn to talk about Ulrich's origins. But we decided that at one point we really did want to ship our characters, and I just ended up being this campaign.
Yep.
Basically immediately, and they were both very serious.
Yeah. And I was very surprised by that. Because I think I already had Jarek in his backstory.
You had actually talked to me about maybe wanting Jarek to get back with Silk.
Yeah.
And then when Ulrich happened, you were basically like, never mind. I have my eyes set on a glittering prize. I'm good. We'll figure something else out and they'll be friends and everything will be fine.
Yeah. And I'm glad we went with that instead because I adore Ulrich.
Ulrich and Silk's dynamic is so fucking beautiful. It generally makes me crazy.
No, same. It makes me insane.
It's so cute.
It's really
final
cute.
design of Silk was honestly not that hard to get through. The only trouble I have with it is because I think at the time I was just having a lot of trouble drawing.
It happens.
In general, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm not so much in that for my next character, but that's because I have another struggle, and I'll talk about that in a few years from now.
Yeah, one day we're going to be talking about the adventure we've been on here.
Yep.
But you know what? We'll get back to it.
Yeah, we breezed through Silk. Honestly, as a character,
no, Silk there was no issue with.
Yeah. I had just such a solid vision for him, and he came together so well. Because I knew I wanted him to be a scholar. I knew right away when we named guns, I wanted him to be like a sharpshooter a little bit. And my biggest thing, because it was something I was struggling with at the time, is his relationship to education and his struggle with that. And that is another thing that just was strong from the beginning that I knew I wanted with him. Me putting my avoidant personality into that when it comes to academics. He was easy. I would say Silk has become as easy for me to play as Volio was.
I'm so glad. That's
if not more, honestly.
That's genuinely such a compliment. I have felt very, very loved by you guys with this campaign specifically because, and I'll get into it with not my character backstory origins, but specifically, I'll talk about my run up to Abomination Vaults because that's a story and a half.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that.
Oh, God.
Smile.
I don't think I ever struggled even mid campaign like I usually do with the character with Silk. Did I? I can't remember.
No, I don't think you ever did. I think
did.
Silk came to you as naturally as like blinking comes to you. It was just and I think you specifically seem to have a really easy time with making that kind of character to kind of like coy, kind of mysterious, quick-witted, kind of a bitch.
Kind of a bitch. I love to play somebody who's kind of a bitch, kind of a cunt.
Because like look at the three characters you've made in the past that you've had the easiest time immediately jumping on.
Yeah.
Voltaire, Volio, Silk.
And
Venice.
It's not like three of them
Venice.
have V names.
That's so funny. And they're all kind of a bitch.
They're all kind of a bitch.
But yeah.
Kind of a bitch.
But it's I don't know. You it's not that you don't have a good time with other characters, obviously. You have an amazing time. It's just like there's no effort when it comes to people like Silk.
Yeah, there's just none. He is just like a perfect toy for me to pilot around, and I love him very deeply, and he's very special to me, and I would play him forever if I could, just like Bolio. Yeah, if we talk about character arcs later, I could also talk about the cannibalism thing, but that's
We'll get to that. That was not
that's
planned, and it was very funny how it worked.
Oh,
Yeah,
one thing I
okay.
did struggle with was the idea of putting a tattoo on his face. That because his face is just so beautiful, and not that people with tattoos on their face aren't beautiful; they quite are. Silk just is. He is a very like simplistic beauty to me, and I always have trouble changing designs after I have already made them, and getting the ones on his arms was me like, okay, I'm going to fucking commit to this, and he is going to look stunning, and he does. He looks amazing.
He does. He really does.
I think that's all I have to say about his creation and like how he evolved.
Okay. Well, I'll run to the other two, and then we'll keep going. Luna, Dave, do either
fun
of you?
fact. Sorry, hold on. One last thing is that because because he was a character I made with hero cards in mind. I literally have a randomizer list with every single Pathfinder hero card in them, and I would roll sometimes, even when you didn't ask me to, and I didn't bring it up. I would roll sometimes, and I would try to like use those as inspiration for things to do for a session.
That's really good. That's really
That's
fun.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
actually a really cool way to do that.
And I honestly wish I did it more, that, and also describing different outfits that he would wear, because he genuinely, his closet is so big, and he has made every single one of his outfits.
Oh.
And that's it, and I'm sure for now.
Okay. Dave or Luna, do either of you want to go next?
You want to go, Dave? Okay.
No, you're okay.
All right. So Ulrich. I struggled. I really did struggle with trying to come up with a character for this campaign, because I remember, Derry, you specifically saying that this was a campaign that was for like the quote unquote generic D&D party.
Yeah, I wasn't really telling you too much about the I did not lead with this as a horror campaign, basically.
Right.
I wanted it to feel like if a Stranger Things character was playing one of these, it would make sense, right?
Yeah. So when I thought about that, it took a while for me to get to this point, because I really needed the face before I could figure anything out. But I thought, okay, generic D&D party. What's more generic than a D&D party that has a bard in it? Twist, though, instead of the bard fucking everything he sees, this one is incredibly shy and actually has stage fright.
I loved that about him.
And
It was so cute.
and this is also around the time where I was like 24/7 basically on 14. So I used that character creator specifically to try and figure it out. And this was around the time that Melviera came out. So I was thinking, okay, if I want to get the face right, I know I want him to look slightly, I don't know, I want he, they pronouns look slightly androgynous. So I took the, at the time, I think it was like the test for the Melviera. And I was just going through the faces, got one that I actually liked, and I sent a screenshot into our like little group thing here in Discord. And then Derry comes into my DMs. Like, hey, dude, if you really want bunny ears, here's what you can do. And I didn't think I wanted to do that for a little bit, but eventually I said, fuck it, why not? You got bunny ears.
Yeah.
I fucking love that about him.
And because I was struggling about like the whole hood thing, because again, at this time I was very into 14. And so the biggest inspiration that I had for Ulrich was Grahatia and the Crystal Eggs art. I'm not sure if it came through, but
it shows, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
it shows, my friend.
In the best way imaginable. Holy fuck.
From what I remember, because I don't remember when it was, but one time we just stayed up really late, at least for me, and you showed me every cutscene with Grahatia in it.
I tried so hard.
You know what? I did just find. I want you to know, I was looking through old posts. I did find the Ulrich made in Final Fantasy XIV just now, Luna. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Let me see it.
I'll post. This will also be a link in the show notes if you want to see this. Here you go. I post this actually for all of you in Home Sweet Home.
Yeah,
please do.
Here you go, because it's beautiful.
Oh my
god,
stunning baby!
Isn't that so good?
God, no, you can actually see all of the little bits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Ulrich.
I kept the same. I sort of kept the same hair. I X'd the braids and everything, but like the bangs are slightly the same. It doesn't have that insane widow's peak. It's not like that short of a forehead. Melviera hair can sometimes be a little weird.
I mean,
a little bit,
character creators are never perfect.
Yeah, but I think at the back of this hairstyle too, I think there is either like a ponytail or a man bun. I can't specifically remember, but kept the half hair up at least. Oh man,
I
love it. It fits him so well.
Yeah,
it really does. You did a really good job.
Post his headless art right now.
Ulrich was sort of, there were times where he was definitely easy for me to get into, especially early on, but I did experience a little bit of that like mid session, like, where am I going with this man?
Yeah, the mid-campaign blues. I feel like that happens a lot, is like, oh, what do I want to do with him? I don't want to just stand here. I want a thing to do.
Yeah. And I think at this point, like the hood was already done. Like we already established his confidence and everything. So I was
like, where's he going from here? You know?
Yeah. So that's where the curse came in.
Yeah. You didn't ask for a curse. You were like, I mean, yeah, I'd like some more angst. And I was like, oh, fucking get you.
Smelling blood in the water.
You monster.
The thing is, I just put like a drop of it in the water and Derry came up like a goddamn megalodon.
Yeah, you were like, I mean, some angst would be fun. And I'm like, you're going to vanish every day. You're going to, your fear of being alone, I'm going to capitalize the fuck on that.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And it worked. You had a great time because of it.
Yeah, it worked. Oh, man.
Oh, man. No, it was beautiful. It was really, really good.
And I think it was very refreshing too, because coming off of like Asuka and Masami, who were very strong-willed people, and Ariado that had a very bold, I guess, more dynamic personality, and then Ulrich, my shy baby boy.
Poor Ulrich.
Yeah, it was refreshing to come to a character that was pretty different from everybody else that I've made. It made me excited to venture with different character personalities, I guess, because there was a time, especially after Masami, where I realized I play very, very similar characters sometimes.
There's
So,
nothing wrong with that. Don't worry.
oh,
But
I know that there's nothing really wrong with that, but for me, especially, I feel like I thrive a little bit when there's like some wrench thrown in there for that's like every so often.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, if you were getting bored.
Yeah, like sometimes I need a hard reset.
Mm-hmm.
and I think
So-
that's a very good way of going around it.
And Ulrich was also a very hard reset in the the way that I make my characters as well, because I don't usually go full support.
Mm-hmm.
Casca, who probably should have been full support, was not.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about us is that we're 3 people and it's nuh-uh. We don't even give a fuck, dude.
But Ulrich specifically was very, very support based. I did not think about damage solely for Ulrich. It was more so just, is everyone healing, alive, and well, physically, but also mentally?
That was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Ulrich has been generally like such a and I really liked that we kept the hood thing a secret for so long.
I was
Like-
buzzing for that when that became a reveal.
Yeah, like Ritz and Dave, you only found out when Ulrich in character showed you,
Oh yeah. Like I didn't I did not know.
which is great. But Luna and I had been dancing on this in the background the whole time, going. But that is Ulrich, and that is our beautiful bunny boy,
Yep.
and I love him so much. Dave, let's talk about your the creation of Fiore.
You know, let's do that.
I was there with you in America when this was happening, so we were often drawing together.
Mhm.
And I remember this is really funny. Knights of Last Wall had just come out. So one of the original ideas was that, like, we kind of bounced between us, was that Fiore wasn't going to be from Otari. He was actually going to be a Knight of Last Wall passing through, trying to like, hey, we need money to raise for Last Wall, who will
God.
support us, you know?
I literally forgot about that.
And it was like the idea, he would be a very similar character, but it was like, he's a soldier from abroad who is fighting a war against a big ass lich. And he
I
was,
remember
Mhm.
one thing that I wanted to do was that I realized that I had spent so much time making characters that weren't like other characters that I had made in the past that none of the audience actually knew that I had not made a single character other than Senku that was remotely my usual type. And I was like, this is a problem. I don't want people to think that my type is all of these things.
yeah, you wanted to make, with Fiore, the design goal was to make something very Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So you played a paladin. You played a personality very like a personality you're very comfortable in doing, the Dave character personality, not in a like a mean way, in a like a.
Well, no, I
this
have
is
a couple. This is this is my knight type.
Yeah,
character.
the knight
I have
boy.
a couple characters like that. I don't think of them as like they're the same. They're all different. They're just knights and they're nice. I like nice knights.
Mhm. And that was very much so where you were going with Fiore. I think you wanted him to. This is really funny. You had wanted him to be a holy tiefling. That was the idea. And this was before. This was literally. We were there in America, prepping for this when the OGL crisis happened.
Oh, yes.
So it was still tieflings and Asmar back then, not Cambions and Empyreans. The remaster was not an idea yet. But you had already kind of come up with the idea of Nephilim. You're like, it would be really nice to have like an Azamari tiefling, you know?
I think I do remember talking about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I remember you also playing with the idea of him being a little more dog-like.
There were a couple different animals. I know that dog came up, and I think I designed him with puppy ears at some point. And then I don't remember much about this, but I know that there was a design that had goat imagery.
Yes, with the eyes and stuff, right?
Yes, the eyes. And then I changed my mind entirely, and I made them suns.
And oh my god,
Hot.
there's this image in your concept art which is just total darkness and then two beaming eyes in the dark.
Yeah.
And I think you called it something like, what was it?
I don't remember. I don't know, but I did. I was looking through my sketchbooks while you guys were talking, and I did find that. And I know that I've drawn it also digitally because it's a really funny doodle.
It is
Yeah.
pretty funny.
But even beyond that, I'm actually opening the Abomination Vaults character reference sheet we sent to
Can you
Rana.
actually send that?
Yeah,
so
posting
I can
it.
Look at it.
You can all look at each other's sheets now. I didn't let you before.
All right.
Oh my god!
But yeah, in this, it's just Fiore's eyes in the dark. And I think you were like, yes, this was... oh my god, sorry. In the corner of Fiore's original reference art, it's got him hip thrusting, which is so fucking funny.
He's not supposed to be hip thrusting. He's supposed to be dancing.
Oh, okay. I think it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Why are you hating on me?
Really funny.
Like little Homestuck dancing?
Yeah. There's some really beautiful art in here too. I remember telling everyone, I told Alric, wait until the others go first.
Mm-hmm.
Because the art had Ulrich's ears, and this was before Google Docs had tabs, so I was like, don't go down there.
If you all
Don't
scroll
go
down
down.
to like page 5.
I've deadass never seen this.
It's my wife.
It's
That's
really-
my wife.
Oh,
This is so
my
funny.
God.
As gender,
Oh my-
we have presents androgynously, a very feminine boy. Is Ulrich canonically a femboy? Is that what's happening?
That's
Stop
crazy
this
how you
madness.
said that.
Oh god, but no. You did a lot of different things with
Oh, that's crazy.
with Fiore's design.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy with how it came out, and I think you did a really good job. The piercings are always something I've really liked. I remember you making very early on a pick crew. For those not initiated, a pick crew is like a it's like a character creator website.
Yes,
I remember you making a pick crew of a tiefling that looked very much like what Fiore ended up being with freckles, and I remember being like, "Oh my god, that's really good!" And you're like, "I don't know." And then later you came back to something very similar, and you're like, "Okay, actually, hold on, we're onto something."
Listen, man, I like freckles. I just give them to characters sometimes.
But like the curly hair and the freckles that Fiore has were inspired by that pick crew. I remember that much.
Do you know what was something that I remember it took us a long time to figure out?
Mhm.
His curse.
The curse. That was a real tricky topic.
Because we spent a long time trying to figure out a curse. At some point, he was actually going to have a hand that talked to him.
Yes. Oh my god, the talking hand.
The talking hand.
Yes.
Naturally.
He had
So cool.
He had an
Thank you.
evil
I will
talking
use it one
hand.
day.
It had a
because-
mouth on the palm that would like whisper evilly to him. It'd be like,
Yeah.
It was
It was
what
gonna
was
try
it?
and tell him to to do evil things. I don't remember.
It was like, get them, Fiore. They have disrespected you. Show them who's boss. And then Fiore would be like, I don't think that was very polite. And he'd be like, no, it's it's fucking fine. Well, hey, welcome to whatever the fuck. What can I get you? The cells of the innocents. A bagel. No, 2 bagels. You know? I forgot about the hand, dude. That's such a killer concept.
I always think about it. But we went through a lot of different ideas for curses, and the backstory I had been developing, which was him being born to parents that and because of his curse that he ended up being abandoned because of it. I started thinking about it, and I was like, that's really that's a cool concept, but not that it justifies abandoning a child in the woods, no matter what. It's bad to do that. But I was like, I actually think that it would be more interesting if he was not cursed at all. Because at first we were thinking about having him, I remember there being, like, talking to you about him maybe being an oracle, but I hated the curse. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like negatives. I don't like the optional
the curse, like the actual oracle curse, the way it would give you penalties.
I don't like penalties. I don't even like the penalty to charisma that androids have. So it
Which is gone, by the way.
I know. I just didn't like it when it was happening. But like I I didn't like that, and because I have a lot of anxiety, and I don't like the idea of something.
No, I get it. You
being
don't want to
there.
be like, it is your curse's fault that you failed. You'd be like, I'm going to kill myself, actually.
Oh my god. But I remember eventually I came up to you and I was like, I actually don't, like, what if he just wasn't actually cursed? What if, like, he had magic, maybe, but it wasn't, like, a curse? Like, what if it wasn't actually a bad thing? Like, obviously, it's scary magic. It's devil magic, and he's not interested in all that. But it's not a curse. Like, it is objectively a neutral thing that he just happens to have. He's a sorcerer. Literally, he has sorcerer powers. He just didn't see it as a neutral thing, and he hates them. And it took a while, but I liked that when I was like, I actually don't want him to be cursed at all.
One day we'll bring that evil hand back, because that's so fire. But
another,
you know what another one was? You know what another one was? I think it was linked to the evil hand idea, but we were thinking of giving you the cursed maelstrom archetype, and it was when Fiora, you got knocked to 0 HP, the hand would take over, and you would transform into a giant, scary ass flesh monster. And it was inspired by Kyo from Fruits Basket and his curse.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I like Fruits Basket.
Which is really funny because Fiore is also very inspired by our darling angel. What's her name?
Toru.
Yeah. Fiore is very inspired by Toru, right?
One of his character, I'll usually look at different characters to pull from, like, fucking Toru was one of them, and I really liked. I think we were starting to watch Fruits Basket or something, and I started thinking about her again, and she's my favorite shoujo protagonist on earth because she's just so silly. And I was like, I want that attitude.
Yeah, you wanted someone who was. Oh, did you find the Pickers?
Yeah, I found.
Oh my god,
I found his Pickers. Yes,
the original. I remember loving that first Pickeroo with the curly hair, being like, "Oh, this is so cute," and you were like, "I don't know," and you came back to it, and it was like, "Okay,
It's so
I like it. You did a really good job."
Oh, do you want to see something funny? Because Sarah and Ray's colors are not actually red. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah,
here's in blue.
It's like blue and gold, right?
Yeah, we changed
your blue humor, buddy.
We changed it specifically because Silk had blue, and we were like, well, let's make the colors a bit more different so that there was more contrast between the characters.
This feels
I think
he looks. I was a little worried about the blue, anyways. Like, I was like, I want it to be the actual colors, but I was like, he's so red.
Yeah, he's so red.
Yeah,
he looks
the
better
red
with
and blue. The red and blue don't. I'll fully just put down a Google Doc with everything, and I'll be in the show notes.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have some names that we thought about.
Oh yeah, hit us.
DL, Diell, Inigo, and Cyril.
Ooh.
4 names that were up. And then I see a wizard, a wizard reaction image on Fiore.
I actually did find. Sorry, your old names reminds me. I do have Ulrich's original name options.
Oh my god, I don't even remember.
Are you ready?
Those. I don't.
Are you ready?
So yeah, hit me.
This is so funny. Posted on the 3rd of January 2023.
Ugh.
Trying to decide on a name. Asva, A-S-V-A, Aaron, A-A-R-E-N, or Ulrich.
Oh
and
my
then
god.
Ritz responds with 2 big eye emojis and says Ulrich is hot. And then it's got Luna going, Ulrich Revra. And Ritz then posting several eye bulging emojis like, you know.
Yeah, I was breathing heavy.
And then it comes to me. And this is where I pivoted to where I was at.
Oh my god.
Derry, I love you so much. You're such a beautiful.
This is really funny. So for context, when I went home after visiting America, I had a bit of a nervous breakdown. Cringe alert. If you've noticed me being particularly neurotic in Ruby Phoenix when you're listening, this is why. Turns out, going from seeing your best friends ever and your literal like partner of something like 5-6 years at that point, every day for the first time ever and living the life you're like, oh my god, this is it. I want to be around my friends. I don't want to be just talking to them through a computer only. And then going back across the world to only being on a computer didn't do wonders for my mental health. So I went to therapy and everything's fine, but there was definitely a while where I was kind of extremely neurotic and like trying to grasp at control in any way I could, and being very nervous when things were ever at all not in my control. And sometimes this was me just kind of like pacing around having anxiety attacks over, oh my God, what if this happens? And other times it manifested like this in the funniest way possible. I'm going to read what I said verbatim. Okay? I said, Ulrich is good. I also really like Asva. And Luna said, I'll probably go with Ulrich. It's easier to make nicknames. A weapon to make them flustered. And I said, but is it too similar in sound to Silk?
Crazy.
Silk, Ulrich. They both have an ilk-ish sound. If you're both good with it, it's fine. It's probably nothing. And then you said, Ritz, it sounds different enough to me. Rick and Milk don't sound similar. And those, and then Luna said, yeah, it's not too similar to me either. And I said, salutes, Ulrich it is. Smile. Like I did a big, a fucking silly ass emoji. And I guarantee that what happened immediately afterwards is I paced around being like, oh God, what if we lose all our fans forever?
Jesus Christ, brother.
My guy.
Possibly. There were multiple days where I had to be like, I promise you it's going to be okay.
Yeah, sometimes I'd go to Dave and be like, oh, what if the world explodes? I'd be like, oh my God, what if we lose like listeners? What if and you'd be like, over what? I was like, I don't know. I was like every day checking the numbers on the downloads for Dice World, being like, we got less.
You were unwell.
Yeah, we got less than 100 downloads on that day. Oh, I've lost my mojo. And
I don't think you
fine.
Checked downloads.
No, I don't, because it doesn't matter.
Like,
it's silly. We got enough views to pay the bills. We're doing good,
Oh yeah, no, I just don't think you check them anymore. Which I think is much healthier. And I think that nearly every YouTuber that I've seen has said, "Don't do it." So.
It's definitely been better, and I've been better. But the running up to Abomination Vaults is when the anxiety was at its absolute worst. I was like literally having like panic attacks daily. Not over Abomination Vaults. It was over. I'm not there, and I'm stressed that my friends are going to, now that they've met me and I'm not there anymore, that they're all going to abandon me. And it got worse and worse. And then we played the first session of Abomination Vaults. Magic. It was like,
I loved it.
It was a great first session. And then afterwards, you guys did something, and I don't know if this was coordinated, but afterwards you guys were like, that's so good. Can we actually do an extra session this week?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank fuck. Oh my God.
It was beautiful.
And it was so much better. And I had the time of my life especially in those early days, especially with Mr. Beak, for example.
God. I really
oopsie. It definitely helped fix all the stresses. And I'm doing so much better now.
Yeah.
And
it helps to live with your partner.
Oh, even before I you moved over, I was doing better, but that definitely was pretty good.
Since we brought up names,
mm-hmm.
Can I just say real quick?
Yeah.
I don't think I went into this campaign knowing Silk's full name, because Shalik Ambrosia Witchhelm was a later addition, and he was not made with that name. That was like a month or so into that campaign, I think.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
And I made it up because I stole Ambrosia from my list of old sounding boy names that I really like that I keep for OCs. And I was just like, how can I make Silk longer? And I came up with Shalik because I felt really stupid having a character named like Silk, because there's no way that's your legal government name, especially not when your fucking sibling's name is Focero.
Yeah.
But that was
what you're talking about. I got an OC named Surgery Medicine, so
that's a fucking alien troll.
No, that's a human
their
person.
Human name. Like that's the name they picked as a human, and they got it legally changed.
That's crazy. But that's so good. Sorry, continue. I had to put that out there because I was so proud of his name. I still am.
It's really good.
It's a good name.
Yeah,
beautiful name.
But yeah, overall, I've apologized a million times for how fucking insane I was during those months, but we made it work. And Abomination Vaults has been generally one of the most fun campaigns I've ever played. So I guess it was worth it. And I was less of a control freak this time around, I hope. With prepping for campaign 5.
Yeah, you were fine. Don't worry.
I have never once come up to you guys being like, "Are you sure you want your character to be 5'5"?"
You shifted your freak out onto me, you son of a bitch.
You're doing great though. Don't worry. The lightning in the ball has clicked for you now. Don't worry.
Again, in a few years, you guys will know how much fucking agony I have been putting myself through for my next character.
But you know what?
Man.
Literally, just days ago, the light bulb turned on, and what you've been doing, nothing but art, and all it took was a happy trail. But we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, that's your sneak peek for my character.
Okay.
Visible happy trail.
Okay.
Man.
So, let's talk a little bit about the dungeons itself, because I want to tell you guys about something I'm so sad about. Some things that I changed because I used what's it called? I used Abomination Vaults Expanded. Not always, because I don't think every change that Taylor Hodgkins used in their campaign worked for what I wanted to do. But a lot of things that, like Slumberstone, for example, I think his name in Hodgkins' version is Quagmire. I didn't do that because I knew Ritz would make a Quagmire Family Guy joke. And if not Ritz, then a listener would.
You?
Would you not have?
No. Maybe.
Yes.
I love that immediate maybe.
But
I am.
Oh my god, do you guys want to know Captain Longsaddle's name? I've never seen this until now.
Name?
Yeah, do you want to know
other
his
than
first
Captain
name?
Longsaddle?
Oh my god. Are you ready? His name is Lardus Longsaddle.
Stop it! Stop it!
His name
it!
is
Stop it!
Lardus.
Lardus.
His name is Lard Ass. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me.
I would have loved it. I would have loved for you guys to find out in character his name was Lardus Longsaddle. Oh.
Skipping the laughing and going straight to tears.
No, but there's some really interesting stuff. I did make a few changes to my version of Otari.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Vandy.
Oh yes.
So Vandy is in Otari already, but she's a different character-ish. She is still the priest of Saren Ray. But because I think when you said you wanted to be a champion of Saren Ray, and Dave, you're talking about wanting to have like an adopted mom who loved him very much. And eventually we added Rumina because it was like, wouldn't it be fun if there was like a second adopted mom who kind of bounced off Vandy, you know?
I was going for just everything I wanted. Give it to me now, please. And I was like, I think this would be nice.
And it fucking ruled.
I needed him to be a mama's boy real bad.
But I changed a few things about Vandy. For one thing, what she's marked down as, she's a chatty priestess and an unusually knowledgeable town historian, right? And I in the original Abomination Vaults book, she is very much so a one of her character quirks is that she just at a glance will know what kind of book you want to read, and give you really good suggestions. And I didn't do that as much in this version because I wanted Morlabent to be the big book guy. Because Ritz, you and I had talked about how every campaign you have a hate-filled relationship with a vendor.
Yes.
And we were like, wouldn't it be so funny if he just kind of annoyed the local bookstore owner?
It would be it was intensely funny.
It was very funny.
It was one of my favorite relationships that I've ever had in Dice World history. I loved
it. Was so
being the one to menace you.
Instead of me menacing you after Satsumaimo the Generous.
God.
Oh, okay. But can I tell you the biggest change I made with Vandy?
Mm-hmm.
I changed her fuck ass name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Because if Dave's character, her son, used her as written name, then Fiore's name would have been Fiore Banderdash.
Hated it.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Didn't
Don't
like it.
work. It's very
Okay.
halfling. I like Banderdash. Doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Also, Rin was originally, she is a female. A female. Of course she's fucking. So I was reading the stat block. She was a tiefling elf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You changed that because we had a tiefling and an elf.
And because I was being fucking neurotic about it.
Yeah,
And I
you're
was like,
being
oh my
very-
God. All our fans are going to leave because we have 2 elves and 2 tieflings. But also I taught Fiore not meeting another tiefling in the first session. By the way, you cannot enter. Fiore not meeting another tiefling in the first session would have been better, you know?
Yeah.
Personally, for Fiore's story, because a lot of it is about him trying to accept that he's not cursed. And it's not that he'd never, ever seen another, like, tiefling. It's just that there weren't... He wasn't close with any others. And, she's also, like, a very intense magic-y person, so I think it was fine
Mm-hmm.
to change that. Plus, I think Gansey really fits her.
Yeah, Gansey really fits her. But some other things that were changed. I did change like a couple of places in the town. For example, some of it just to make the Patreon cameo characters fit in a little better. Like, for example, in the original book, the local tavern. I'm sad about this because I really like this one, but there was going to be a Tengu elsewhere because of a Patreon character. That was Hikori with Crow's Gimmicks. But do you want to know the original tavern instead of the Drunken Dragon?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Crow's Casks.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
A sign over the door to this 2-story stone building depicts a group of drunken crows perched on a leaky cask. It's not just a popular tavern and brewery, it is a shrine to Caden Kalen. Its proprietor, a Tengu alchemist named Magaloy, gives the establishment its name. And he used to be a pirate.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, oh, she used to be a pirate, my mistake. I definitely like it, and I think if I hadn't been extremely neurotic, I would have probably kept Crow's Casks. But I also wanted to give... we were going to do a romance with the bartender. That was something that Dave and I had planned from the start.
Yeah.
I felt this made
I
it
just
work.
wanted it.
Was I wrong? Probably. But, you know. There was also a lot... You may have noticed in Otari, there's more than one mansion on the map. Like,
Yeah.
Silk's not the only mansion on the map. That's because in the original one, there's the Shertel Manor. Rab Shertel is the current patriarch of one of Otari's 3 lumber concerns, Shertel Timber. And it was like, oh yeah, this is where the local timber guy lives. And I just didn't do it because I wasn't really that interested in it. You know?
It happens. I mean,
It happens.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Looking beyond some other things, I'm not going to talk about it forever, but there is one thing I think is really funny is I very much so pushed you to go to find Borbo by adding a tunnel that wasn't there, so you had to go see him. They're like, oh look, and there's a tunnel there, because normally to see Borbo you have to go back to the Mr. Beak building and go underground.
Why'd they do that?
But you weren't going to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to add a secret passage, and that's how you find it. Because I really wanted you to find Borbo. But I regret it because it just never lined up. But there's a character I really wish that you guys had met. And it would only have worked if you'd met that character before going to the Cult of the Canker.
Oh.
Okay.
Would you like to meet this guy? Very, very, very belated. I really wish you had met them before. It just didn't work out. But this is All Grail. This is All Grail. And All Grail, you'll see the image now. See that?
Whoa.
All Grail is a Morlock ghoul
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Huh.
And he was exiled by the other Morlocks and reviled by the ghouls. So he's just kind of, and quote, he hasn't been steeped in the maliciousness or fervor of either group, so he's actually quite calm and collected. When the heroes arrive, he greets them cordially but cautiously, and he's just pretty chill. He's like, yeah, so I turned into a ghoul. I'm just eating bugs mostly. How are you guys doing?
I am sad that we didn't get to meet him. I
He's
like
such
this
a
guy.
fun character, but it just wouldn't have worked because by the time that you would have gone to meet him, you'd already destroyed the ghoul cult and you're ready to move on. And I was like, dang, oh well. Just
so
one
sorry.
of the victims in the open like you guys can choose where you walk, you know?
Yeah.
It's a shame, but I mean, you met so many other insane characters. I don't think it matters too much. But Allgrail is one I've always taught back on, being like, I would have loved to see that fuck ass ghoul. Beyond that, most of the campaign was written more or less as is. Any changes I did, were probably ones from Taylor Hodges's Vault Expanded, like, oh, send them to Absalom to go look for Zarmabdian's book. Give them a reason to, like, care about Absalom being destroyed, other than it's the city next to us, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
You're welcome. And the Roseguard coming back period is not actually in the original book.
That's so
Like,
crazy because it's one of my favorite parts about that you did.
Yeah, but like Otari. Do you know when Otari moves on as written?
Hmm.
After you first speak to him.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, it suggests that after you finish speaking to him, black tentacles emerge from the ground and drag him away.
Fucking what?
Belcora's power.
Should I? That's awful.
I didn't think
No.
you'd like that one much.
No, I like what we did. I like what you did better.
I would have low key fucking hated that. It would have been a bad day.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't think you'd like that, and I liked playing Otari, so I was like, yeah, I'm keeping him. You know.
Didn't you? I remember talking to you because you mentioned that he to me once. Didn't you say that in as written he's like very sad?
Yeah, no, it's Borbo who's very sad.
Oh.
When you meet Borbo,
No!
Borbo asks you to destroy him, and it's portrayed as the right thing to do is destroy his soul gem and let him move on.
That's
Can
depressing.
you imagine just fucking killing him?
No,
No.
that's my fucking baby.
That's
That's
literally
our
my
son.
child. I birthed him
From
I
his,
was-
from his boy womb.
from a womb.
I thought it was. I remember suggesting to Ritz being like, "Hey, you could take him as a familiar," and you going, "Fuck, okay." Because I think I teased to you that you might be able to pick up a familiar in the vaults, and you were like, "Okay, I'll keep an eye out." And then when Borbo happened, I remember you being like, "This is it, isn't it?"
Yeah.
And it was great. I mean, Borbo and Silk's relationship is so funny. You never use him mechanically for shit, but you use him once to scout something, and that was funny as hell.
Well, I'm really good. I am so good at having a familiar and not using it.
Well, so long as you don't use a familiar in the next campaign, things should be fine.
Yeah.
So long as you don't pick a subclass focused on having a familiar, you should be fine.
Yeah, surely.
Truly.
We'll get to it. I think the only other massive there was a massive change. And I think I've talked to you about it. Miss Motley.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Massively
about
done
this.
differently. Because as was, he was actually, first off, it was a guy. It was specifically
Mr. Motley.
the Motley Man.
Ew.
I'm
Um,
fucking scared, guys.
So the Motley Man was he was working with Aravian, but it wasn't very. There were some issues here. For example, the thing with Doriana was more or less very similar, but the problem was that there was a couple of implications, as it were. The way it was portrayed in the book made it feel like something bad was happening to Dorian in a very real sense that I was not comfortable portraying, right?
No, oh my god, that would
Not that
stress
it was
me out.
actually happening, but like, you know...
It's like the metaphor of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt more metaphorically like that, and I just wasn't comfortable with it, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
have been either. Ulrich might have actually, like, for real killed and tortured a man.
Yeah, no, it just, it didn't
Yeah,
feel
no, it's
right.
like-
Making it
It just didn't
making
feel
it
right.
Coraline's mom was better, you know?
I like that
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
better.
Because I don't know, there's obviously a time and a place for the stories like that, and I'm
For
fine
sure.
with stories like those existing. However,
Yeah.
bro, I got issues
Yeah.
with kids being hurt, dude.
Um,
A truly hot take.
yeah. And also, instead of a hag, he was something called a denizen of Leng,
Oh,
which was basically a Lovecraft. Do you want to know his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was Yson de Clare.
okay, Slay.
I
And he's basically from a Lovecraftian dream dimension, and he sensed her dreams and was like, "Yummy, yummy. She's psychic. I'm gonna take her dreams." But I don't know. It was a little tortury as well sometimes. It was too grim for me. And as is, it's totally fine. It's well done. It's just not what I wanted to do in ours. You know?
No, I mean, the thing is that, like, I think that being a GM is also sometimes being like, is this going to work for this party? I mean, we were at some point going to play Wrath of the Righteous, or not Wrath of the Righteous.
War for the
my
Crown.
God. War for the Crown, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to play War for the Crown, and then there's a plot-relevant dog attack. I can't do dog dying.
It's crazy to me because the dog's name was Taldogus, named after Taldoris. And you're like, oh, I love this stupid fat dog. And then his death, his murder is extremely plot relevant. And it's like, are you fucking joking me?
I can't handle that. I I use Does the Dog Die pretty regularly for its intended purpose.
The last thing, I think the last big change most recently was World Killer was not originally in the final fight.
Really?
What?
Do you know who the final combatants were?
Who?
Those fuck-ass will-o-wisps from the test.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Fuck ass will-o-wisps from the test?
Yeah,
That
they
sounds
would come back.
interesting.
There was all three of them, and I think there was an extra fourth one who was always there. But if you do the test, you add the other three to the final combat.
Bro.
And that's...
What the hell?
Hey guys, I know you're sick of will-o-wisps and their immunity to magic.
You would have
you
made
just-
me scream out loud at you. I'm genuinely serious. I would have been so pissed off.
I had a feeling, and I was like, it would be way cooler to have a big-ass fucking worm, right?
Yeah.
I think it being her pet is that I like that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good. It was a good change.
I also
much better.
I gotta say, it really is so 20-year-old of her to have a 20-year-old villain to have a pet named World Killer. A pet giant evil worm named World Killer. That was so in character for her, the bratty kind of character that she is. I loved it.
You know what else is something I did? And I mentioned this at the very start of the campaign. But I gave everyone 3 facts, 3 kind of facts, and 3 lies about each character.
Oh,
still have them.
right. I forgot
yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, you
Would you-
started doing that.
Would you like to hear them?
Yep.
Yes.
What
Yes.
everyone's wants were. So, for Fiore, the false fact was that he's cursed. Okay?
Mhm.
Mhm.
The true fact was he was adopted after suffering something bad before moving here. And the kind of true one, it's written in brackets. I don't know if we can discuss this one yet, so I don't know what I did here. But for Silk, true. Silk is a big gossip but will never admit it. False. He's surprisingly outdoorsy. Which I think came up immediately, actually, because Ulrich and
It did.
Fiore were watching him stomp through the fog fen in his heels and being like, what the fuck? And kind of true. He has a secretly awful temper.
Yeah.
I did not come up with very good ones.
This was very early on to the campaign.
Kind of.
That's the one downside is you don't know your character super well at this point, right?
Also, I don't know, did we No, we definitely had the College of Mysteries thing sorted out, so I don't know why.
Yes,
I didn't
we
go for
did.
that.
I actually don't know either. I guess you wanted to keep it as a surprise reveal for later.
I guess. Oh yeah, I guess so. I did not want it to be a thing early on.
Mm-hmm. And what we have for Ulrich as well is the half-true one was many people have theories about what's under my hood, and people think there's something strange under them. And you're like, I guess that's half true. You said, I have yet to hear a rumor that is true about me, which is really funny. But would you like to hear the false one? Because one of you two guys must have gotten this one. I have heard some call me a witch due to my remedies in medicine.
Oh my god, wait.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, because I think Fiore got that one.
That's really funny. I also will say, because I made like a Google Forms asking you guys questions about your characters, and I asked you to answer them in character. Ulrich had a really bad stammer originally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did also ask, what is the worst thing that's ever happened to you? Or like, what was to kind of get some of the angst out? And Fiore was like, oh, well, I was abandoned by my parents. And I think a few years ago, I would have said that being born was the worst thing to ever happen to me, but I'm doing better now.
Jesus.
He's an unwell guy. Like, I cannot. I mean, he ended the campaign still unwell. I made a choice to not have him heal completely.
Mm-hmm. For Silk, what was written down was, you owe me. But fine, my lowest was perhaps the week I ended things with Jarek. That was when I decided to run away here to Otari. I couldn't handle feeling like such a failure. I mean, really, 10 years now of being a riddle. He really opened my eyes to how lost I was, or am. Seeing how natural it was for him to keep ascending, that with all the proddling and prattling from my parents, I felt like I was buried. And I snapped. Jarek and I fought, and we both said things we can't take back. So at the end of the week, I had my plan, and I fled. And now, I dread to say, I'm no higher than a pebble in a pit. I just really liked the prose there, so I had to read it all out.
Thank you. Something about Silk I love is the way that he speaks.
Oh, the way he
I love saying some crazy fucking frilly shit.
Oh, I really like the way that he talks.
Your one was, of course, I suppose it would be when my parents and I went to deliver a couple of carriages of wine a couple of towns over. I was still young, not trained in archery yet, but a novice in herbalism, thanks to the books I chose to read for some advanced reading practice. We were on the road when we were attacked by bandits. All of us were left injured, and my father got the worst of it for trying to shield us. When I came to, it was near nightfall. My parents were still out cold with some bad injuries. I was alone, left to find anything to bandage their injuries and find a safe place for them to rest in an unknown place at dusk. Being alone and so vulnerable with two injured, barely conscious people with no knowledge of the roads, the bandit activity, or if a passerby would find us, completely and utterly helpless. We were eventually saved by travelers, but I would never want to be in that situation again. Damn.
Yeah.
He was so little.
He was just a little guy.
He was a little baby, but that traumatized him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, it would traumatize me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yep.
I actually also asked you, this is really funny because I don't know that some of these are less accurate now, I feel. But I asked you all for a common phobia you had. And Ulrich was heights.
Oh,
yeah,
that
really did not like heights. You can fly now.
I can
You're
fly
okay.
now. That did not come into play.
Well, you're okay because also Silk put extreme acrophobia, even looking out of windows in tall buildings. Ugh.
Did I put that?
Yeah, that's what you put down. Not bugs, which is, I think, the famous Silk
It's
fear.
not even bugs that he's a germaphobe. He's a complete germaphobe.
Yeah.
And
I love that character trait, by the way.
it's such a good character trait. It's so good. And this is the crazy one.
What did I say?
I don't love worms.
I couldn't think of something that would actually scare him like that.
I think the thing is, what you put down as your true fear was losing your family. All of your true fears are very accurate.
Oh, yeah.
Fiore put down losing my family. Silk put down being forgotten, and Ulrich put down helplessness. Which, hi Luna, hi. Nice curse, bro.
This fucking guy, dude.
Oh man, you assholes.
Also, your goals. I want to prove to the world that I can do good. That was Fiore. With Silk, this may sound funny, but my goal is to find a goal. Which I think you
And
did.
he did.
And you did. And Ulrich, I am hoping I can save people from monsters. I want my exploits to go down to the same recognition as the Silver Ravens or the Circus of Wayward Wonders. But I don't know if it'll ever happen.
He knew literally that I had the character trait of Ulrich knowing pretty much almost all of our parties.
Yeah, I love that, by the way.
God, I had done that.
And this one's really great. What's something you're really knowledgeable on? A strange topic you happen to know everything about? Ulrich put down herbalism, of course.
Yes.
Silk put down tarot cards, of course.
Of course.
And Fiore put down dungeons, yes, but also moles.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
small character trait about him, which is not like a secret or anything. It just doesn't come up. Is that he really likes moles? His stuffed animal is a mole.
Yeah, the mole plushie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sadder reason for it. I'm sorry.
What is
Well,
that?
yeah, it's because they're underground. He lived underground for years. During an
Oh, yeah,
extremely
right,
formative
moles.
during an
Oopsie.
extremely formative era of his life, and they're like low key one of the only cute things underground.
I want you to know as well, this is really funny. Do you have any idea what subclass you'd like to go with? Dave says, I don't remember off the top of my head. Ritz says, I've had enough classes, leave me alone. And Ulrich says, I have no idea, I'm sorry.
This poor fucking guy.
Oh my god.
And the last one, this is my favorite part of the doc. I said, thank you, adventurer, we'll be seeing you soon. And Fiora goes, of course. And Ulrich says, all right, I hope this is what you were after. And Silk's, this one, chef kiss. I'm going to do my best Silk impression.
Go ahead.
Don't ever contact this number again, darling.
I forgot I put that.
I am so
Zimmer,
upset
do
with
not
that.
call list.
Oh fuck. That was so funny.
So I think what we can do now is maybe, if you'd like, we can do a couple of questions.
Yeah, we can do questions.
So a couple of the questions. A few of these we've kind of gone over already, but I want to read them because I like the wording and they're funny. First question was, hi, Derry, this is Ritz. Give me $5. I really like this question.
Me too.
I would hope that you do.
I'm going to ignore it, though.
Bitch.
Wow.
We're speaking of facts though.
We got, this campaign was so much fun. Considering that this was only 1 to 11-ish, do you think we'll ever get more of the Fog Van Few? Also,
Yes.
Derry, what was your favorite change? What was your favorite change you made to the original AP, and what were any changes that didn't appear, quote unquote, on camera? Thanks, and keep it rolling. So first off, I actually talked about this to them earlier, and it's not something I'm like, we have to do this now, but I am open to doing another campaign with the Fog Fan Few. Like, there's a couple of good ones from like 11 to 20 that I could see the Fog Fan Few doing. But it's hard because like we've also done character arcs. You were saying this earlier, Ritz, as well. What do you think of? Do you want to say that, or will I do that part?
To talk about what I thought about.
Yeah, about the character arcs and being like, oh, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, what is so tricky about doing multiple campaigns with a character, and do like chime in, listeners, if this is not the case for you or if you agree or something. But with ours specifically, we focus hard on like the character arc that we want for the campaign, and when you have done a character arc for a character that was made for that character arc for that campaign, it would be very hard to introduce a new one after that. And it's you have to be talented with writing a character to do that, and we all are. It is just even it's work even for somebody who is, and it would be work for us to try and realize a whole new character arc to go into another campaign. And I had said earlier, I like off the bat, I can maybe think of some things, but it is, as much as I would love to do another campaign, I'd be open to it, because I would think about it and I would consider it. It's just my thought off the bat is, wow, that would be very difficult.
I think that's more or less where I'm at too. I would love to, and I'd be really open to it because I love these guys, but also it is something to think about as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause I left. I'm not leaving Fiore, but like I the Abomination Vault ended with Fiore basically where I want him to be.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future, which is fine. I'm happy, and I would be perfectly happy to play him more, obviously. But I just don't know what I would do with him right now. I know what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to make him into a fan troll. Tradition.
Yeah, because I'm also sort of in that same boat with Ulrich of like him being able to like come out of his shell and actually accept being better than he actually thinks he is. So I am also open to playing Ulrich again. I fucking love my little bunny, but it would be something that I would need to think about for trying to figure out another thing that he would need to hurdle over, I suppose.
I think it's definitely the trickiest part. Like, watch this space. I'm not saying no. It's not even like a no, but don't get your hopes up. Maybe, but don't get your hopes up. It's a like, yeah, maybe, but it's definitely something to.
Yeah,
we'd have to think about it.
Yeah, we need time, and also
it's why I'm glad
right
we're
story.
doing. Yeah, it's why I'm glad we're doing the next campaign that we're doing. Another hint. Before we do anything again, like we are not just going into another campaign with the Fogfen Few.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, I guess this is part of the same question. Derry, what was your favorite change you made to the original AP? I think it's definitely the Rose Guard. I think keeping the Rose Guard and like the thing with the phantoms and the souls and whatever, blah, 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 that was really important to me. And I mean, you guys heard me cry like a baby during the finale. Every time I thought about those guys getting their happy ending, I immediately started crying. So you guys had to hear my gross sniffles throughout.
I don't care.
And were there any changes that didn't appear on camera? I don't think so. I didn't do any big behind the scenes changes. I don't think.
I mean, nothing. I mean, like, I guess you tailor the actual mechanics to fit 3 people, but
that's what I did was I just
like,
gave you guys an extra level.
Yeah,
pretty much.
love that.
Instead
by
of
the
giving,
way. I'm like actually a really big fan of
feel
doing
crunchy?
it like that.
Doesn't it feel crunchy?
It was beautiful.
Like, I fear I do like feeling strong. Thank you. Also, don't like level 1.
Level one.
One.
It's the worst one.
Because I've Kingmaker and Ruby Phoenix and Extinction Curse were all done at level, but I knew the Abomination Vault is known for creating corpses. So I put you guys a level up, and the game just flowed so much better. You know, combat is a lot shorter. /pause. You know.
Yeah.
For the cast, was romance between the parties discussed before the campaign started, or did it kind of come true naturally through roleplay?
We
talked about
we
this
danced around it.
Yeah. We were like, wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it would be so funny.
So funny.
The possibility was very much open.
Yes.
And then like as I started going and they kept flirting more and more, it was like, oh.
Yeah, I made my intentions very clear of having my character relentlessly flirt with your character, Luna.
Mm-hmm. And it worked. It fucking worked.
It fucking
Pull the bad
worked.
bitch.
And I had a very beautiful relationship that I think a lot constantly.
Yes.
So this question is one I'd like to kind of pivot around a little bit. What is everyone's favorite faction from the Abomination Vaults?
Faction.
So the groups within the vaults. So like the Cult of the Canker, the Mitflits, the fucking Devils, you know. What group of bad guys do you go, that was fun. I liked those guys. For me, I think it's the Cult of the Canker. Those guys were awesome. It was so good. A cult of librarian cannibals making books out of skin. Blah, it's awful. It's so dungeon.
You know what? I gotta say I agree because it gave me like my favorite character arc that Silk had.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny because that was not planned, obviously. But I remember talking to you afterwards. I went for a Pizza Hut at 2 a.m. and I was like just texting you being like, so, holy shit, right? Are we onto something? Is this good? Oh my god.
I'll admit to our viewers, if there's one thing that I love, it's romance entangled with cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
No way, right?
I've never heard of you liking this.
I was so fucking thankful to have almost been killed. And because that led to my favorite visual scene of Silk standing outside of Ulrich's house with blood on his face and nightgown. after having killed a fucking what was it again?
A
Was it
rabbit.
a rabbit? Yeah, it was a rabbit.
It was a
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
Christ.
such good foreshadowing. No one picked up on why that was relevant.
It was beautiful because it.
So beautiful.
Oh,
Okay, so I think the Cult of the Canker is high up on me and Ritz's lists.
Right.
Luna and Dave, what about you guys?
oh man.
Can I be honest?
Hmm.
I think the Mitflits are so fucking funny.
They're so fucking
They're
funny.
hilarious.
Because the thing is that like I don't have like the sick truth. I don't usually care for villains like that. Like I like them. Like I'll be like, that was a great villain. I would like to see more. I like it because I like the heroics though. I don't usually go for villainy characters, but the Mitflits are really stupid and silly, and I liked that a lot. I also think Boss Scrong is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the
Um,
funniest NPC we've ever had.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because like the other
He's
than
my
that,
head boy.
it's not a villain faction. It's just another faction in the vaults. I like Dildaris. I just like them. I like them
Ildaris
a
is
lot.
great.
They're by far my favorite like group. It's just you said villainy stuff, and I was like, well,
Oh
it's-
no,
it's
any
the
faction
Mitflits.
is fine.
Oh, then it's Ildaris.
Yeah.
Ildaris and Queen Cora and stuff. I really liked that. I think that they were really they were a bit complicated in a fun way, and I liked that.
Hmm.
The story really popped its pussy having Queen Cora be an Eisenhower. Isn't that a
was
change
me,
you
actually.
made?
That's me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you
Oh
you really popped your pussy with that change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you
That
bringing
was
that
good.
up.
Sorry, that was me, guys.
Lol.
It was great.
Okay. God, what else is there?
I mean, I'd
okay.
probably say that. I'd probably say that Alaris is probably my favorite. I really did enjoy the fucking war that we had.
that
Oh
was
God, the
great.
big. That's so funny because you know what? Literally released a week after that.
Troop rules.
No, yeah, the battle cry skirmish rules, which is all about simulating big wars like that in a way that isn't quite as broken. And I mean, I accidentally made the rules work exactly the same way. And like, bad luck for me because I get early access to books. I had not read those rules. I hadn't even looked at them. I didn't know what to skirmish. It was after the fact. I read the rules afterwards, and I was like, oh fuck, oh my God.
You were like, this makes sense.
I hope that doesn't get me into trouble because I was like, this is the logical thing to do. And then I read it afterwards, and I was like, oh no.
It seems that it was the logical thing to do.
Paizo, if you're listening to this, I did not break my NDA. I am so sorry. That was genuinely a complete accident.
Trust, fucking trust.
I was like, it would make sense if there were just troops instead of many, many, many enemies.
Yeah.
I really liked the battle with the giants. Oh, that's a change. They weren't giants originally.
What?
Were they not?
No, they were Urdefan,
Oh.
who you may remember from Extinction Curse. They're those translucent vampire-like guys.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's the Blood Eaters in that mysterious whisper you got, Ulrich.
Oh,
It was the Blood Eaters who had it.
Okay.
The last of the fulcrum lenses. But what happened was I changed it because first off, I think giants are cool as hell. But second off, it was because in Extinction Curse, we had also already had Drow versus Urdefan. And I was like, I want to do something new. We've already fought.
I don't blame you.
And
Yeah.
it's gonna be giants. I don't care.
That's
I mean, I
fair.
like
Okay.
giants, so.
Giants are cool. Okay. If there was a music genre that fit with most with the PCs both individually and as a group, what would it be?
Opens my character playlist.
Like a musical genre, you said?
Yeah, what music genre fits your character?
Oh,
Classical.
shit.
Really? Interesting. Actually, I see that.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
My initial gut reaction was synth. You know, like
Synth is
glam
cute.
rock.
I've said it before when we were down in the when we were doing the fucking battle of the bands. Silk is like he knows how to play the fucking harpsichord. No, it wasn't the harpsichord. It was the pianoforte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was taught as a child to play it, and he still knows it.
What about the rest of you? What about what would you guys all think?
I don't really know the genre, but it's the stuff on his playlist where it's like softer. Because when I think about
it's kind of
Fiore,
like
it's like so I guess it's indie. You know, it's he when I think about Fiore, like I think about him being like a heroic guy, but his daily life is the life that he likes having, which is like he likes just helping his community and things that are soft for him.
Mhm.
I remember Rises the Moon was a song on the playlist, and I listened to that stuff nonstop when
That
we
is one
first
of my
had it.
favorite songs at the time.
It's really good.
I love Liana Flores.
I think Silk also had.
That is also on my Silk playlist.
Did Ulrich also have it? Did you all
Kiss?
randomly have, without discussing with each other, Rises the Moon on your playlists?
Oh, I don't think I did.
Close,
it was
almost.
just-
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Close. It's close.
I would like to highlight again that Death by Glamour is on Silk's playlist. Because I think,
Fire.
even though I associate him with classical music, there's no classical music on his playlist because it's all like character feel stuff. I think that Death by Glamour is the perfect
Oh, it's so perfect.
Silk
Mhm.
song. And the other day I said, when are we going to do
Ulrich,
Five and Few
yeah.
cosplay or Undertale cosplay where Silk is Mettaton, Ulrich is Ralsei, and Fiore is Chris.
I agree.
I like that you're like, it can't be Susie because Susie is not Silk's vibes. So it's going to be 2 of the Deltarune guys
Yeah.
and also Metaton's there.
And Mettaton.
What about you, Lou?
Okay. For Ulrich, he has a very specific vibe. I believe for him it's also indie, but it's like alternative indie. And if you want to hear his like very, very specific vibe, Golden Green by Slaughter Beach Dog or anything from the Birdie album.
I love that. That's good. I like that.
Specifically. That's Ulrich.
That's really cute.
Dave, do you have a specific song that you associate
Oh
with
yeah, do you?
Because I have a specific one I associate with Silk that isn't Death by Glamour.
1 second, let me pause mid jump. I think let me look at his playlist. Is it this one? Let me listen to it very briefly. It's Music Box by Leith Ross.
Oh, I love that.
It's the first song on his playlist, actually.
Aw.
I really like Leith Ross. A lot of their music has the exact vibe that I wanted for Fiore. I'm looking up the lyrics because it's very. I wanted him to feel like a character that if you spoke to him, it would feel like if you spoke to him and you didn't know him, you'd still feel at home. When I thought that song it evoked that.
Yeah.
It also felt kind of foresty.
I like that a lot.
That's really good. I like that. What about you, Silk? What about
the-
you, Ritz?
The Silk song that I used so much to get into character, because I have a song like that with every character mostly. But the Silk song that got me in the mindset of Silk as a person is "Are You Satisfied" by Marina and the
Oh
Diamonds.
my god,
Oh,
dude, that's good.
It is the perfect Silk song, and I especially was using it during the little cannibalism arc and right before they went to Absalom.
Oh, poor Silk. That's really good. I like that.
High achiever, don't you see, baby? Nothing comes for free.
Poor
I
Silk.
love every Marina and the Diamond song.
She's perfect.
And the last song, or the last question we're going to go to is, and this is a really good question, whoever submitted, I love you. What was everyone's favorite scene in the whole campaign?
Oh.
I'm bad at these.
How can you pick a favorite, really?
Yeah, it's
Well,
hard to pick just one.
That's
I'll
true.
do it anyway.
Yeah. If you can't pick one, even like just a scene you like, you know?
Yeah. I will concede that I have 2, but I've already talked about the other one, and that was Silk outside of Ulrich's
That was really good.
place. But I think that it was exhilarating. The healing and confession scene between Silk and Ulrich. And
Really beautiful.
doing that scene, it was, oh my god. There are just some scenes that you'll do in your life that it'll take something from you in a very good way. And that scene took my fucking breath away. I loved that scene so much. It was so tender, and it was so like genuine, because Silk was a character that I considered to be very emotionally ingenuine. He's a habitual liar. He was a habitual liar. He's irresponsible. He is what's the word? What's the word when you like ditch plans a lot?
Flaky?
Yeah. He's very flaky. And he was just this very irresponsible, like childish kind of person beneath the layer of glitter that glitter and glamour that he wears. And to have a scene where he was just so emotionally genuine with Ulrich, and to open his heart up like that, apologize for being a liar. He still had some trouble after that, but that was genuinely a huge turning point for his character. And I hold that scene very near and dear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a beautiful scene, genuinely.
It was just so good because when in doing that scene, I even before that scene even happened, like Ulrich has always been shown to be a very genuine person, and it's not something that I really wanted to play around with that a lot more specifically with Ulrich, because there was a lot that was hidden behind his hood that it felt like he wanted to make up for the fact that he was hiding himself physically, that he didn't want to hide himself emotionally.
Yeah.
Especially when he got to know Silk and Fiore more and more. Oh my God. Thinking on that scene sometimes, and sometimes I'll even go back and listen to it because Ritz, we fucking ate.
You're so good.
Yep.
I do believe we ate that one up.
Waiter, more of this, please.
Waiter, more yaoi.
Somebody cooked here. Anyway.
Love that one.
So is that your favorite scene as well, Lou, or is it a different one? What do you think?
Oh man, it definitely is one of my favorite. Again, it's really hard to.
You can't pick one. I don't think it's fair to pick one either.
Yeah,
one that comes to mind as.
He's so silky.
That's so funny. Sorry, can you imagine?
I hope you were fujoing the fuck out during that scene, frankly.
Oh, don't you worry. I was gonna kill myself.
Oh man. That really is a bit.
Any scene that comes to mind as one you enjoyed is fine. It doesn't have to be your favorite.
Yeah. God. A lot of like Ulrich's personal scenes with like Silk and Fiore have been really good, because some that come to mind are like the ones where Ulrich like showed his head to both of them, even like on the same day when Ulrich went to check up on Fiore and was like, hey, it's fine about the whole magic thing. You don't have to. You don't have to worry.
How did you just remember that? That was such an important scene for poor Fiore. I think that mattered a lot to him.
It did. It mattered a lot to him. I mean, he'd spent his whole life being his current parents were fine, but I mean, he spent his entire very early childhood being told that everything that he was doing was like horrible, and he was a bad person for it.
And then there was Ulrich, who was just like, I need to read up on magical theory, so that way if Fiore doesn't have to use his magic, he doesn't have to.
He was very thankful.
Yeah. It's really hard to pick. It's so hard.
I think the hood scene as well, real fast. I do want you to know that's how I came out to most of my friends in school as gay. Was I realized, wait a second, I can just tell them, and I ran around to each of them one by one, being like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gay." that's kind of how it felt sometimes.
That's so crazy.
I'm glad I could do something so relatable.
Yeah, that was happening. I was like, dude, I am 16 again. One of my friends was like, why are you telling me? And I was like,
because I can't.
Damn.
That's so crazy. What's crazy is
it's fucking funny.
I haven't had to come out to anyone in a very long time. I think that one of the people that I came out to was I came out to UKK. I came out to a friend group. Yep. You got my first coming out. Be proud.
That's true. Yep, that is true.
Was when liking girls was a revolutionary thing.
Especially in
like,
the environment we were in.
This is like the note I found that you found in your sketchbook that you wrote when you were in high school.
Oh
that
my
was like,
God.
Ritz equal day/dem.
Oh my God,
Well,
yeah, no,
roll up
I
cards.
wrote into my sketchbook to remind myself that you used they, them at the time.
It's so funny.
We had just met. And I was like, I can be an ally.
Ally.
And-
Speak, ally.
And now, 10 years later,
Ally.
got a bit deep there.
Um,
I'm deep undercover. Anyway, what do you think, Lou? Is that it, or do you have anything else?
I think probably like those two scenes with like the healing scene with Silk and then like the checkup from Fiore, like those are very, very close to me because it.
Yes.
Guys,
like that scene.
fucking hot take, but I love when our characters interact.
Me too. Me too.
I'm hungry for it.
I've said it a billion times. I'm we do dice roll because I like role playing with you guys.
Yeah.
Dice Roll is a money laundering scheme for us to play tabletop every week and also get books because the
You
Patreon
say
pays
that like
the
it's a
books.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But it's,
exactly
like, actually
that's
true.
basically it. It's like
just
I
an
love playing with
excuse.
my friends.
That and so
I love joking with you guys.
I love joking around with you guys.
What about you, Dave?
I think there are a lot of scenes that I like. One of my favorites was there's like one that I'm going to talk about in more depth, but one of my favorites was the first time that he casted a spell and something happened.
Mhm.
And it looked
That
really
was with
intense.
the who's that with? What was that with?
I don't remember, but I know that it happened and Ulrich saw, but Silk didn't.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Yes.
Silk didn't. I would love to bring up the fact that I think that Silk always missed on connecting with Fiore on like his hatred of that because Silk thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever.
Well, I
And
think a lot.
he
about
just
when
he thought Fiore was so powerful and he saw it as like a genuinely attractive trait.
You know what I think of it all the time?
Mm-hmm.
When they switched bodies and Silk felt how much magic is in Fiore's body, which is because I can't it's a disgustingly large amount. I would literally describe it similar to like living with chronic pain because there is so much magic in him that he just ignores.
Just ignores it.
He says, "It's fine, it's not there." But I think one of my favorite scenes was talking. It was a scene I did with Rin, where she was talking about her the house.
Oh, the
she was being honest
claustrophobia.
about because to be clear, I think I had very recently started realizing that I had not the same but similar things with her, and I not claustrophobia, but I've like OCD, and I remember I liked talking to her about it, and I also liked the choice that I made to leave Fiore. Like he's like, it's not better. I don't like casting spells. He doesn't like it. Like he likes casting the holy spells. They make him feel more connected to Sarenrae, but he doesn't like. I need you to know, he has more spells than I used.
Yeah.
His spell list is Ignition and Stabilize for cantrips, Runic Weapon and Sure Strike on first rank, Inner Radiance Torrent on second rank, and then Holy Light and Heal, which he never used on third rank.
Damn.
Wow.
The thing is that I handicapped myself in a way that I was more comfortable with, and that he refused to cast spells. There were a couple times where I'm like, I could cast here, but he wouldn't. He, like, especially directly after something bad happening, he's not doing that. He wants to kill himself. But I liked talking to Rin about that. I think that Fiore is not very honest about his own issues very often, because not that he doesn't want to be, but they make him feel like he's like a pretty scared person, and he doesn't like feeling scared, so he'd rather just not worry about that and focus on good things. But doing so, he kind of pushes back any issues he has. So being able to talk to someone about that, with especially somebody who would have very much understood why he is that way, was, I think, really important for him, and I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very good scene. I remember talking to you and like figuring out, like, because I had said, hey, I want to have a scene where Rin talks to you a bit, and it's going to be about like recovery and like sickness and like, you know, mental illness, and you saying like Fiore's opinions, which are like, I don't think Fiore is going to magically get better, and I think that's a good thing, you know. And I really like that.
I wanted it to be realistic, because I mean, like, I know that it's not like that in real life. It's not like that for me, but it is better than it was.
And yeah, and I think that's all the questions then, guys.
Closing statements.
Closing statements. Any closing statements, everyone?
Thank you everybody for sticking with us for yet another campaign. It means the world to all of us. I don't want to speak for you guys if you hate it, but
there's a reason that I get up every Tuesday and just crunch through hours of mastered audio, and it's because having people talk about it, and more importantly, being able to like come back and do this every week, it matters so much to me.
It matters a lot to me too. I love Dice World, obviously. On a very personal note, I'm happy that people enjoyed Silk, because he is another character of mine that has some very personal issues that I struggle with, like especially academics and lying. Not to get into that, but
I'm obsessed with you.
he is a very flawed individual that people have grown to like. Somewhat, and I'm very happy with that, because it reminds me that I can be liked as well.
And you are, and I love you.
I am. So thank you for staying, and thank you for loving my character. That's my closing statement.
That's really gay, and I love you.
I love you too.
Anything from you, the rest of you?
I'm just glad that people liked what I did with Fiore. I made a character that was comfortable for me, because I wasn't having a nervous breakdown, but I was not exactly pleased to go back to long distance after meeting my partner that I'd been with for 5 years, and was like, it's totally fine to be long distance. I'm fine. Then I met him and I was like, I could have killed myself. So I just wanted to do something comfortable for me, and I was glad that people liked that and liked him. Dice will roll is pretty important to me, because I've known YouTube. I've known Ritz and KK since I was 14, and Ritz since I was 16, and Derry since I was 18. But I've known them for a really, really long time. I don't think that there are any people that are still in my life that I'm not literally related to that have like known me that long, and that have seen me grow and change. And it means a lot to me that I can sit down every week and have an excuse to hang out, because there was like a year after KK graduated, because she's a year older than me, that where I didn't get to talk to her because she was in college and I was in high school, and it there was like the period of like I didn't talk to any high school friends, and then I happened to want to talk, I happened to need like people for like something. I don't remember which roleplay thing it was, but it was for roleplay, and I asked you to, and then getting to find the excuse to be around each other every single week, I think was really important to me, because I don't have a giant friend group that is in real life. I have my 2 friends from a group that used to be called the fucking table.
The fucking table.
Yeah.
A physical table. I can still imagine it in my head.
Yeah, so can I.
Too many mornings spent fast fucking asleep on it.
Dude.
God.
Don't get to school at 7 a.m. and pass out until 8 a.m.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But it was really important to me, and I'm really glad that I get to play every week and roleplay with my friends.
Man, I I am very thankful for this community, and I hope that people really liked Ulrich. I'm willing to admit that I have not been as active in the community, and that is for project reasons that I will discuss later.
Yeah, you're up for stuff.
She's conniving, bro.
I have been conniving for like months now. It's close to fruition, but very thankful for everyone that has stuck around. Whether you started with Kingmaker, Extinction Curse, Ruby Phoenix, like, or if this is just your first campaign. Thank you for being part of the reason why we can just come together every week and play dolls.
Yeah.
I think something I think about a lot, and I remember I've been thinking about it more and more as the years go on, and this is such a crazy thing. In a Behind the Rolls session that we recorded in December 2019, one of the questions was, as we get to the end of 2019 and are ready to hit the 2020s, where do you guys see yourselves in 10 years? And all of us said, hopefully still doing this.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself afterwards, that would be so awesome, but like, I don't know if that's going to be possible. Well, we are now 5 out of 10 years, and there's no sign of slowing down, so I guess we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Going, baby.
At the end of the day, dice will roll is an excuse to make OCs with my friends.
Exactly. It's a psyop.
Psyop.
Psyop is crazy.
But you know what? We have a chance to make OCs together.
You know.
Do we?
We do.
Maybe I
Because
will.
I have a surprising reveal.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to do another campaign.
Really?
You're fucking joking me, man.
Holy shit.
Are you like for real?
I'm not twisting your fucking nuts. Listen to me. We are going to
nuts.
have another campaign. Holy shit. Are we ready? Because I'm joking around, but also I did get several music tracks commissioned for this campaign, and I'm very excited to play this music. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Guys, we're playing Kingmaker again.
We're playing Kingmaker 2 Electric
2.
Boogaloo. The same campaign. No, what we're going to do is we're going to play Kingmaker, but we speedrun it. Our characters know everything we know out of character.
That'd be so funny.
Gets to the final boss ASAP.
Holy shit.
I actually saw someone doing that in Abomination Vaults. It was a charity stream where it was like, hey, okay, so you know what happens in Abomination Vaults. Speedrun it. Get to Belcora.
That's hilarious.
That's
insane. So
It's so funny. Anyway, sorry. That's something that'd be funny to do one day.
for our own charity stream.
Yeah, for our own charity.
Charity stream.
If we do one of those 24-hour charity streams for like charity stuff
One day.
Oh my god. For what's it called?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. If we ever do like one of those
Extra
24-hour charity streams. Yes, thank you. If we ever do a 24-hour Extra Life charity stream, speedrun Abomination Vaults high on the list. High on the list. Are we ready for campaign 5?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Okay. Friends, the time has come to forge a new history for the Orcs of Belkzen. The halls of Belkzen have tenuously come together thanks to the vision and martial prowess of their leader, Ardax the Whitehair, to stand against the forces of the Whispering Tyrant and enter an era of peace. However, this peace is fragile as ambitions stir and conspirators whisper against the current leadership. A nation divided cannot stand against its foes, and Ardax has invited a group of dignitaries to a special event, Torrentmoot, where old grudges will be soothed and history will be made. Everyone, Campaign 5 of Dice Will Roll will be Triumph of the Tusk, where we shall all be playing Orcs.
Finally.
We have several amazing characters. I cannot wait to introduce you to them very soon as we begin a journey through the Badlands of Belkson and navigate a world where gods have died and been remade. Intrigue lurks on the edges, and horrible villains plan the end of all things good.
Oh, I'm so fucking excited.
Thank you all
That's gonna be
very
great.
much for listening, everyone. And we'll see you soon in Dice Will Roll Triumph of the Tusk. And that's where we're going to end it today, everyone.
Oh, fuck yes. Music is perfect.
I'm a big fan of this.
Hello, travelers. Do you enjoy dark fantasy? Fancy some duets? Or maybe you're just in search of a long-form D&D campaign. Something to drown in when you're bored. Aimer Ace and Niles Wilhelm here on behalf of the Wayward Inquisition to let you know that they are your destination. Filled to the brim with all the glorious stories that you've been looking for, the Wayward Inquisition brings content that will have you wondering just what sorcery do these jesters possess. Give them a try. It's no skin off your bone. Unless Tyrell's involved, then it might be, but either way, go give them a listen. I promise you won't regret it.